Hello, my name is Adam Winrich, and this is a video about the world's most difficult whip crack, Hassett's four corners. And for this video, I'm using a pair of 6-foot kangaroo hide stock whips by Russell Schultz. You can check out his whips at rpschultzwhips.com. Russell's a great whip maker, and these are 6-foot stock whips. If you want to learn Hassett's four corners, that's the whip I would recommend using to learn how to do it, is a 6-foot stock whip. So let's demonstrate first what the four corners looks like. As you can see, the four corners is in the overhead plane. As they say in Australia, the whip cracks north, south, east, and west to the four corners of the earth. Now, this whip crack is about 100 years old. It was created around about 1916 by Charlie Hassett Senior in the outback of Australia. And kind of the pattern goes, there's four cracks. There's going to be boom, one in front, bang, one on the back, boom, one in front, bang, one on the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 2 out in front and 2 in the back. Now, supposedly, Hassett's four corners originated from the Sydney Flash, which was a very famous whip crack in Australia. Here, I'll show you the Sydney Flash. It involves throwing the whip out overhand, cutting it back, and then doing the cattleman's crack. Now, one idea of how the Sydney Flash helped create Hassett's four corners is that you can do the Sydney Flash with 3 cracks, as I just did, or you can add another crack in front, making it 4 cracks. So you can see it went 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm doing that really on the side here. Bang, bang, bang. But I understand you can also bowl the whip more overhead like that and do the Sydney Flash. And supposedly Charlie Hassett Senior got the idea to keep repeating those 3 cracks, to go bang, 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 do 1, 2, 3. And then instead of lifting the whip up after that 3rd crack, you just bang, cut the whip back again to keep the whip moving. So instead of going bang, 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 you go like this. I'm not used to doing the 4 corners like that, but that's kind of the origin story of the 4 corners. And then instead of doing it on the side, he learned to do it overhead. Usually when I try to show people the 4 corners, I recommend first that they learn the slow figure 8 in the overhead plane, or it would be the reverse overhead crack to get one of the back cracks. Then you learn the helicopter crack, which is kind of like doing the coachman's crack overhead. Then when you combine those two, you're doing the slow helicopter, then start doing the fast helicopter, and then learn to bang, bang, flick the whip out to get the front cracks. There's a quick demo of those other cracks. Here's the reverse overhead. And then here's the helicopter crack. Again, both those cracks are happening behind me. Generally, when I show them to people at first, they start cracking the whip way out there and think, I'm cracking it behind me, aren't I? And then usually that's not the case. So it helps if you can video yourself or watch yourself in the mirror or reflection to know that you're cracking the whip behind you. So once you combine the helicopter crack and the reverse overhead crack, you can do a crack called the slow helicopter, which goes like this. And then I'll take out the extra swing in between the cracks, so I'm doing the fast helicopter. That is a crack that Charlie Hassett Jr., I believe he'd be the junior, who I met in Australia. Charlie Hassett would call that crack La Hoopla. So that's La Hoopla. Now once you've learned that, you're kind of halfway there to doing the four corners. Now you've got to get those front cracks in there. So there's a bit of a trick to it. I would recommend, if you haven't learned it, learn the Sydney Flash. Then you'll get the idea of how to bowl the whip out, stop your hand, bring it back, and get a whipped crack that way. Otherwise, usually I try to think of it after the whip cracks bang. You've got to give yourself a little bit of a pause, throw the whip forward, really stop your hand abruptly, try to keep your handle level. Bang. It's a really sharp motion to get those cracks. Something that takes quite a bit of practice. And those cracks are difficult to get, especially with short whips, so that's why I recommend going with something longer, like a 6-foot stock whip. So that is Hassett's four corners, and then, of course, you're really good. The big routine that Charlie Hassett Senior came up with after he learned to do four corners is he told his dad, I can do it with 2 whips. His dad said, no, I don't think it's possible. But his son, Charlie Hassett Senior, proved him wrong, and now there's a lot of people that can do it. Let's see if I can do it right now. There you go, a little bit of video of about the most difficult whip crack in the world, Hassett's four corners. Now, this may not be the best quality video for you to learn it, so if you're wondering, how can I watch how to do the Hassett's four corners in HD? Well, I also do a lengthy explanation on my DVD. This is both of my instructional DVDs in one package. You can get both of these for, I think it's $30 right now on my website, winrichwhips.com. If you've liked the videos that I've posted, you can go ahead and contribute by buying one of these DVDs. I think we got about 500 left, and when they're gone, they're gone. Once again, this was Hassett's Four Corners, and my name is Adam Winrich. Thanks for watching.